You are just a number in the workplace, so act your wage. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are talking about why you are just a number in the workplace and why you might want to just start acting your wage if you aren't respected or valued. Now, I did nearly 10 years in employment and I saw every problem there could have been. Harassment, bullying, discrimination, micromanaging. I've seen it firsthand. I've experienced some of it myself, but I never put up with it and I dealt with it. But a lot of people don't know how to escape and people are fed up, and that is why there is such a big movement at the moment around quiet quitting. It's becoming bigger. People are talking about how unhappy they are. 85% of the workforce in the UK, working adults, that's 43 million working adults, are unhappy in their jobs, and things are not changing quick enough to improve work-life balance and actually work-life living in the employed world. And I want to talk about it today. And this is a trigger warning. If you love your job, you're married to it, you're obsessed by your job, I'm probably going to wind you up in this because I'm going to talk facts. And as they say, the truth hurts. Okay, so let me give you a bit of history about my workplace experiences. And like I said, I did just shy of 10 years in the employed world. And I want to talk you through some of the problems that I saw and why I think it's unacceptable that changes aren't happening when it's so simplistic to improve the workplace, to have a happier workforce so that there's more productivity rather than cracking the whip, it all being about metrics, KPIs. Like the changes we need to make as a society in the workplace are so simple, yet we're not doing them. So some of the problems that I had and that I saw, people being spoken to like shit. That was one of the worst ones. You know, managers just talking to other people who are lower levels like crap, disrespecting them, not valuing them, no compassion, no understanding, no empathy. It was all about KPIs, metrics, and hitting targets, treating people like robots, right? And this is where we're going wrong as a society as a whole, is we need to bring back the human element, because when you do that and you show equality, respect, and you value your staff, not employees, you're going to get maximum output because they enjoy it. You build a happy work culture. In the workplace, some people will disagree with this. Job security doesn't exist anymore. AI is moving so quick, it's making jobs obsolete. People in Amazon are losing their jobs left, right, and center because conveyor belts are automated. You know, robots are doing certain picking and packing jobs. You've got Tesla is advancing so quickly. So a lot of these engineering roles are not needed because you've got the robotics that are doing it, the robotic arms, you know, these machines that are able to do jobs that humans were doing. So the workforce is dramatically being reduced. So when people say, I have job security, you do not. It does not exist. And one of the worst things about being employed, you have no control. You hope the business survives. Unless it's government backed and it's guaranteed. If you're in an independent company that is owned by an independent CEO that is not government backed, you do not have job security. It doesn't exist. You're lying to yourself. You're in denial. You're burying your head in the sand. No such thing. And you are giving your life and time to someone else's company when they may not respect you, and you are a number. So act your wage. Do I believe in quiet quitting? Yes, if you are not respected, you're treated like shit and you're not paid accordingly, yes. And my advice would actually be, use the company when you're there, use their time and money to build your own business to escape and leave. That's my best advice. If you're not respected, valued. If you're spoken to like shit, you're micromanaged, you're told what to do all the time with no empathy and compassion, use their money to build a business to escape. Now, regardless of how long you've been in a company, you are a number. So I've had many conversations with people where they've said to me, well, I'm senior this and I'm regional that and I'm general manager and I've had 4 promotions and I've been in the company 12 years. No one gives a shit. You are disposable, just like the next person, just like the cleaner. You could be made redundant at any moment. A lot more redundancies are on the horizon with AI advancing rapidly. It always amazes me that people who have brown-nosed, they've sucked up to managers, gone for 3-4 promotions, it's accumulated to maybe 20 grand's worth of revenue additionally on their salary. And they're married to the job and they can't see it. They can't see that they are just a number. If they died, 3 days later, their job's being replaced. Does that not prove that you're a number? Does that not prove that you don't have real worth in a company? You know, when was the last time someone came up to you in management and said, what can we do to serve you as the staff member, the worker? How can we work for you? When was the last time your line manager came up to you and said, I'm no longer going to serve purely for the company. I'm here to serve you and lead my team and make sure you've got the tools, the resources and the information to do your job in a happy environment to the best of your ability. And if something is up, you can openly talk to me without any repercussion or any problems coming your way. You don't need to go to HR. Come and address it with me because I'm here to serve you as the leader. Those were the issues that I saw, and they're so simple to change. I did a live stream not too long ago, and a lady who was a manager came on and said, Aaron, I want to serve my team better. I think I'm lacking. What do you think I should do? And I asked her, when was the last time you worked for your team? And she said, what do you mean? I said, have you dedicated a lot of your time and effort focusing on growing the company and hitting targets? She said, yes. When was the last time you went in and purely worked for your team members? And in return, if you do that and you look after them, they will look after you. As a bigger result, your performance will be better because your team members are happy. Treat them like humans. If they're late because there was a car crash, or they had to take a family member to hospital, or perhaps they were just having a mad day at home with the family and their children wouldn't get ready for school and they were 10 minutes late, don't come down on them. Have a bit of empathy, bit of compassion. It's called life. If they make a mistake and they don't hit a target, say to them, was there something I could have done to help you? Or did you have a bad day? Or talk to me if something's up. This stuff doesn't exist, right? It's nuts. So if you don't get any of that, quiet quit, use the company's money to go build a business. That's why I started the Breakout Program. I started that company earlier this year in August to help people get out of their jobs where they're destined for more. The thing with brown nosing or brown nose employees, staff members, managers is they can't see the bigger picture. They're so focused. So if you are in an environment where you are around a lot of office politics and a lot of people who are brown nosing and sucking up to other managers in order to promote and climb a corporate ladder, in the workplace, you need to massively and distance yourself from these people. You need to stay well away from them. They don't have any perspective that they are just a number. So you'd be wasting your time trying to convince them. I may have a manager or someone here who's married to their job watching this thinking I'm totally wrong. I'm not. I'm bang on the money. Like, you are just a number. But some people, if they don't have more going on in their life, like children, family, loved ones, they don't have passions outside of work, their company is all they know. Now, I'm going to go through some things on why you are just a number. Whether you've been there 10, 20 years, you are a number. So act your wage. So again, trigger warning, because the truth does hurt. I'm going to read through some points I've got in front of me. Why have employees, and I hate that word, by the way, it should be team members. We should be thinking unity, not employees. It's quite condescending. It's belittling. Why, for the sake of this, why have employees had enough? No respect, not valued, not paid enough, micromanaged, overworked, the expectation to arrive early and leave late. Although your contracted hours may say start at 9, leave at 5. People who leave on time and arrive on time are looked down upon. That is wrong. You are there to serve a purpose and do a job role within your contracted hours. You should not feel pressured because you've got some other squirts, some other brown nose, some other married to the job because they haven't got clarity in life. They've got nothing going on. They're sad individuals that cannot see the bigger picture. You should be able to leave on time, which is why I did that original video. I'll have it pop up here with my editor who will just pop it up. Last one in, first one out. Did 18.5 million views. Had a lot of comments, a lot of people relating to it. It got a lot of awareness because it's the truth. I did a video, again, pop it up next to me, where I say walk slow in the workplace. Because if you start in the workplace and you're a little bit naive and a little bit inexperienced, you're going to be going around being the yes man, yes woman, doing everything. There's going to be this expectation that you need to keep up. You're going to have more responsibilities, but you're not going to get paid for it. It's like that whole saying of, who wants to be a step up? Does anyone here in the meeting want to be a step up? It's your chance to show that you want to take on more responsibilities. And you'll always have the yes people. Yeah, I'll do it. I'd be looking at them thinking, you fool, you absolute fool. You're going to be taken for a mug. You're going to be taken for a mug. You're going to have a load of stuff dumped on you for the next 4 to 6 to 7 months. You're not getting paid for it. And you're going to highlight yourself if you don't perform at a certain level. And you can never now drop off from that level. You've been pushed to a higher expectation with no extra pay. It's like salary compression. Maximum work, minimal pay. Do not accept step up roles. They used to do that all the time in my old job. It was a fool's game. So that's one of the things, the expectation of arriving early and leaving later. You don't have to do that. I would be out on time and I would arrive bang on the minute. Bullying, harassment and micromanaging is massive in a lot of old school workplaces and big corporations. It's such a shame as well. I have a lot of data come to me where people are like, Aaron, I'm having problems in this industry. And we're talking things such as healthcare, education, government jobs, within local councils. These are some of the worst. And these are some of the industries that should be performing the best because they're serving a lot of people. The NHS, a place where you go to be healed, recover, is one of the worst. I don't think I've ever had so many people from the NHS, the healthcare system, say it's so corrupt, so toxic and so negative and so mentally damaging. It's nuts, right? You know, and you've got CEOs that are sitting there and going, why have we got such a high turnover on the workforce? Why don't you poke your head in the door every now and again and actually check out your staff and see how they're doing? Ask your team members how the leaders are performing. You've got big corporations such as Amazon. A lot of reports on Amazon, just awful the way they treat some of their staff. You know, you've got supermarkets, big call centers, literally using them as cannon fodder. And people are being mentally battered. And subconsciously, over a long period of time, people are losing self-esteem, lacking in confidence. And the real struggle is people don't talk up. People don't go home, especially men. Men will go home, act up with their family, their partners, their children, act quite miserable, when really they're just not enjoying their job, and their wives and partners are thinking, why are you so miserable? But specifically, men don't speak up. So we need to bring more awareness that in the workplaces, people aren't being treated correctly. One of my pet hates was in my last job, people would run around like a blue-ass fly because they'd be going, oh, a regional manager's coming on site. This person's coming on site and they're on like 120 grand a year. We've got to clean our desk. We've got to get the warehouse. We've got to get the office nice. And I'd be thinking, you bunch of idiots. Another human being is coming to site. Like, it's equal levels of respect. Everyone's a human being. Someone might be on a higher pay packet. Doesn't make them greater. There's no superhero coming to sight. Spider-Man's not going to be swinging in any moment. But people would be acting like the Queen's about to arrive. You know, I found it embarrassing. Fully grown adults running around like a blue-ass fly, ready to brown nose a 120k salary packet guy or woman coming in. I just saw them as a human being. We all bleed the same. It's no different, right? Cleaner's the same as the CEO. Both humans, both deserve and should be demanding the same respect when spoken to. The truth of being a number, when people turn around and say, I'm on 150k, it's a great job, I'm paid well. No, you're not. You're exchanging 40, 50, 60 hours. You've got a load of stress, anxiety pills, depression pills. Your family's not happy. You're always on call. For 150 grand plus, you're always on call. 7 days a week, you need to answer that work phone. It's not even your company. All that stress, 150 grand, you might take maybe £68,000 net for 60 hours. I won't say how much I do in my business, but I can tell you now, I won't exchange 60 hours a week just for 68 grand. No chance. In business, you can scale a business far beyond 100 grand and do less time. Once you've systemized, automated it, built it out, digitalized it, timeless, spaceless, organic marketing. You know, I love business, right? And if you want to check out the Breakout Program, that's why I created that company. If I'll get Mac to pop up the Instagram page next to me. Go give us a follow. We've got a free Facebook group, and then we've got elite members in the private Breakout Program. I love it. I'm helping people escape their jobs, and I freaking love it, right? Because there's so much more to life. Society says that we need to go to work Monday to Friday, and the weekend you rest. We should be creating and designing a life that we are proud of, fulfilled, and have true purpose. All of it is possible. There's no rocket science behind changing your life. It's just a mindset thing. Discipline and sacrifice. Remember those two words and you do pretty well if you can apply both of them. So, quiet quitting. Last one in, first one out. Final words. If you are not respected, you are not valued, it's affecting your mental health. This has been going on long enough. You can't talk to human resources. You feel there's no escape. Start quiet quitting. If you love your job and there's compassion, there's empathy, you do enjoy it, you have fulfillment, there's good work-life balance, there's understanding, there's good flexibility, there's incredible perks, not just good perks. There has to be incredible perks. There has to be perks that are just so beneficial. There's equity in the company. There's real potential growth and future work-life balance. There's no future horizon of redundancy. There's no AI integration that is going to wipe out your job, and you love it. Happy days. I'm super pleased for you. If all of those boxes were ticked and you loved your job and it's going to give you fulfillment, my final words would be, don't do anything unless you wake up Monday to Monday loving what you do. Life is too short. It makes no sense to work 60 years of your life to potentially enjoy a portion of it because you're hoping for a corporate pension that you've been paying into, which is a trap, by the way. Look into pensions more, but love what you do. I'm doing YouTube now. I film every Friday. I do TikTok. I'm in business. I work with incredible people. I love what I do. I'm so blessed to be doing what I'm doing, but I've designed and created it through hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. And I escaped the 9 to 5, and I cannot wait to help more people escape the 9 to 5 to go on to design a life that is far more fulfilled than being spoken to like shit. Last one in, first one out. You are just a number, and act your wage if you are not treated like a human being. If you did like this video, please do hit like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you agree, disagree, either way, neither here or there with me, but it's all about value. So I hope you took something away. And until the next video, I will see you all very soon.